name is Safi, and you're listening to Professional Rambler podcast. This is episode 8, where I'm going to talk about the problems with boycotting fast fashion and telling others to do so, and social media's perspective with all of that. So, stay tuned. Be excited. Woo! Okay. So before I start, I'm gonna start with my highs and lows for the week. My highs and lows for this week would be my highs for this week would probably be the fact that I decided to throw myself a little social experiment or a science experiment, as some might. Now I'm gonna stop. But I wanna see what it is. If I promoted a post on Instagram so I decided to try it out with my Professional Rambler Instagram. Get my name out there a lot. Dash. I think everyone deserves to hear a little bit of this opinion. So hi. So I made one. I made this one post, one Instagram story with and targeted it towards the audience I think would best like my podcast. It got way more reach. So then I decided to put in another $1 and see what if I let Instagram just automatically just throw it whoever they want to reach. It's fine with me. So I was like, okay, bet. And it was a good 200 less reach than my original one. So some food for thought. So I know for next time and stuff. And my lows for this week would probably be the fact that my mom went on a little work trip. And I probably won't see her for 2 months because I'm going to college. I'm going to college next week. And yeah, this will be very interesting. So let's get into this podcast. Before I start rambling, thank you very much. And also another lows would probably be the fact that this is my second time recording this podcast, because the first time I was ready to start editing and I was rambling. I was rambling so much that I wasn't even finishing a complete sentence. So I was just then go to another one, and so you can really understand where I was. So that's just now that recording is just left to me and little bloopers or whatever. So that's interesting. And now let's get into the actual podcast that you actually wanted to listen and come here for. Social media telling us not to support fast fashion like H&M, Forever 21, Zara. Zara is really expensive. That's why for the longest I thought it wasn't fast fashion, but and people be talk about how they just randomly get clothes from Zara. I'm I went to Zara once because I needed to get some homecoming clothes, my homecoming dress or whatever I wanted to wear. And I was looking at the price. I was child, who can afford that? I wish I could. I wish I was rich. Or even Express. They're fast fashion, but they're really expensive. So I'm if those fast fashions are expensive, you want me to stop shopping fast fashion? Where am I gonna get my clothes? And I'm gonna talk about why thrifting is also not a good idea. Why it's awful for you to be thrifting if you don't need to. Love it here. Social media constantly loves to make us feel bad for still shopping at fast fashion. But I'm just you telling me not to shop at fast fashion is your privilege showing, because not everyone can quit shopping at fast fashion. Thank you. And not everyone has good thrift stores around them to shop at. There's still thrift stores, but they're not they don't have good clothes or clothes of my style or clothes I want. So I'm how am I supposed to do that? And some of these thrift stores are getting pricey because I see what y'all girls are doing, and it's not interesting. I don't like it. And with all the girls from the rich side of town going thrift shopping, taking all the clothes from low-income families and stuff like that, I want to share this video with you guys. It's from this YouTuber named EHIS, one name, and yeah.
I'm going to come for you DPOP girlies. Yes. And boys, y'all ain't safe. Especially you white middle class DPOP thieves, that's what I call you. Because we will not be normalizing going into thrift stores, secondhand stores, charity shops, or shops like TK Maxx and Sports Direct, which are predominantly spaces for spaces for low-income families and individuals to have access to decent quality goods. You will not be buying a Fila or Reebok jumper £25 and then go on to Depop to sell it for 75. You're a thief. Y'all might call it business acumen. I just think it is very unfair. It kind of makes me upset, I can't lie. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I don't think I am. It's just very sad to see because y'all will thrift items for £5 and then sell them off for £45. No. Next,
Okay, so as you heard, it's just like how like people are like going. I'm gonna get on Depop. The people on Depop, I'm calling your ass out. So I'm gonna talk about how like these girlies are all going to the thrift stores to be aesthetic. Like, oh my god, I'm saving the environment. I'm not buying like regular clothes. Like, I'm like going out picking out the clothes that are rarely used. Like you guys are like picking out the clothes that are rarely used, taking them, and then leaving like the dirty, not like that's clothes that are like they're like fifth time worn, like really like fifth time worn or like overworn for like the low income people who thrift stores are originally made for. So it's just like, sis, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and it's not fair because thrift stores weren't made for you. Thrift stores weren't made for people like you, and it's just so funny how like the girls who are going thrifting are the same bitches who bullied me when I was going thrifting. Like, when I was actually going thrifting, like, to find clothes I wore. Because when I first came to America, my family went to thrift stores to find clothes. Because we are foreigner. Just kidding. But, like, it's just, like, it's very... Like, you guys bullied me and my family for wearing thrift store clothes. And now, you guys want to wear thrift store clothes as your aesthetic. Your little cute aesthetic. Like, thrifting is so cool. Like, oh my god. Like, you guys don't know the struggle of, like really like filling up your whole cart with clothes that you're gonna need, and then having to like come home, wait until laundry day to go to the laundromat. You couldn't wear those clothes until you took it to the laundromat to go wash it because God knows what's on those clothes because it's like bed bugs and stuff. So you have to go wash it before you can wear it. And like now you have before the weekend to go to the laundromat. Now you have to like rotate between the three clothes you have from last time you went to the thrift stores. So when you literally relied on going to the thrift stores to get clothes, but it's just really annoying how like everyone is now trying to go thrifting to save the environment, and like there's like I'm all for like saving the environment, like the earth is dying, but like thrifting was never made for you. It was made for people who needed their clothes so they can do this. So it's just very interesting to me on how that is living like an eco lifestyle. Living like a eco lifestyle, that type of like lifestyle, wearing like clothes that be made out of like trash and just like making it into like a cute fabric. I'm all for that, but like those clothes are really expensive and out of my pocket, and like I can't fill my whole closet with that type of clothes because I'm just seeing these prices of these clothes and I'm just like, sis, how am I supposed to do that? Like I like the prices of these clothes are really expensive. That when it's like, I'm like, how is it expensive when you made it out of like garbage? I'm just saying, but like, I think it's because of the process and the hope. Like, the process is better. The people who made it clothes are better, but like the regular common person like myself can't afford to spend like over $100 on like a t-shirt. With designer clothes, this designer clothes are like a whole nother podcast. But like with designer clothes, at least you're getting like some type, because with designer, people buy designer clothes for like a little bit of clout or like you're gaining something. But when you're getting like $150 just regular t-shirt that just looks like something like you've had in your closet, but you bought it to be more recyclable. But like, why? It's just like, why would you spend $150 on something you could have got at a fast fashion store like Forever 21? Or it's just very interesting, and yeah, and like the only fast fashion I believe that everyone should boycott is Shein, like they used to like really be actually good before they got like popularized or whatever. So there generally used to be like a bunch of good stuff. Like there used to be a lot of good stuff. Like that's where I got most of my clothes from, because they were cheap, and I got to like really, since it was cheap, I could like buy stuff that I'm trying to like fit my new look, understand like new looks. Instead of like spending $10 on a freaking tube top at Shein, I could have spent like $2 on the tube top. And I don't wear tube tops like that, but like, so I'd rather spend $2 on the tube top than spending like $10 on the tube top, if that makes any sense. So I was just like, but like recently, Shein has been more popularized, and now I'm like, I think with Shein, what made them really fuck up is like the moment it started like going around, they started partnering up with like A-list, not A-list, I wouldn't say, but like they started partnering up with like celebrities. They got really shit. Like their quality decreased, and I think because of the amount of people who started buying stuff from them when they started getting. I think it started with the Madeline Petch. When they got her, where she was like the cover for like a whole month or two, like she was doing her shit, but like it just made their clothes like really shittier. It got really bad. The last thing I ordered from them before I boycotted them. I ordered this mask. I ordered like this. It's the same mask, 3 of them. One of the masks is like thick and it's good. The second mask is like see through, like the hand that goes over your ears is like ripped. I'm just like, it's just like, I think it's just because they're now mass producing it more than they were already mass producing it before, but now they're like mass producing it, like they're really mass producing their stuff. So now it's just like, now the quality just got really bad, and then this thing they try to use like a prayer mat as an aesthetic, a Nazi necklace. They just really went off the rails, and now cases of like people hacking customers like iCloud, Gmail, everything. So like they just went off the rails, and now everyone's boycotting them except like a few people, because people will still always support. So it's very interesting on how that is, and then it's weird, but I like it. It's comfortable, and that's what that matters, baby girl. So I went off the rails over there for a second, but like fast fashions with the eco lifestyle vibe, like that really like with the way the clothes are made. I'm gonna give some like alternatives to thrift stores that give you also the thrift store aesthetics, but also not the thrift store price. But like if you have the money to not thrift, please don't fucking thrift. Because it's not made for you. If your family has the money to not thrift, do not fucking thrift. Because they are taking from people who actually rely on thrifting. So some of the alternatives are Francesca, Free People, Anthropology, and just like you can, if you search up eco lifestyle shopping brands or you will see them up. But I'm just the funny story about Free People is like, when I first saw about Free People, I thought like, oh my god, the clothes are gonna be cheap, because I saw Alicia Marie. I feel like that's the first mistake. So I went on the website Free People, and I was like, these clothes are like really expensive. They're like $150 for just like a dress or like a shirt. I'm just like, who can pay that? I can pay that. I can't pay that. Who can pay that? Definitely not me. Me, never. I could never pay for that, because I'm poor. Anthropology, I went in there once with my friend, and like we're looking at the prices, and we're just like, oh my god, we're having a sale. The sale was like $7 for a top. I was just like, you know what? Me and my poor ass is gonna step back, because I can't pay for this. And Francesca is just like the exact same thing as Anthropology, but it gives you that vintage style, that like thrifting style that you want. So if you can afford these high brand eco lifestyle stores, please go, because that you're saving the environment that way. But like you just have to understand that not everyone can afford that type of lifestyle. because some people are poor. I think some of y'all forget that, because it's very interesting. And y'all forget about that when it comes to Depop. My favorite. I've been waiting on this one so long. I'll be like sitting on it. But like, Depop sellers are thieves. Depop sellers are the same bitches who say, I hate capitalism, but they go commit capitalism. Y'all see where I'm going there? Y'all see where I'm going there? It's just very interesting because like, y'all say, oh my god, I hate capitalism, but then go commit capitalism on your Depop. Because like, y'all Depop sellers, like if you go on YouTube and search up Depop sellers, you see how they go over to like their local thrift stores, pick out all this stuff for like £2. Like with the clip I showed you that you guys listened, they go over to the local thrift stores, pick up like these shirts for $2, these pants or these Adidas pants, these Nike pants for like $3, $5. You're like, man, you get a car for, and then you go sell it. You go sell it for half the price, or you sell at the price that Nike or Adidas is selling it for. But I'm just like, you can't do that because it's still secondhand clothes, and you're taking like the amount of like low income people who would want that clothes, like who want that, because like that's some dope shit. Like I remember I once went to this thrift store and I saw these like Adidas shoes. It still gives you like that rust, but like you could tell they still cleaned it, but like it was still like brand new. It was like kind of new. It was $8. I don't even know why I didn't pick it. And then these Converse shoes were like $5. These pink Converse were like $5. I was just like, I don't know why I didn't pick it. But like, I was just like, but like, some Depop seller's probably gonna go pick that up and then sell it for like $30. I'm just like, and then because it's Depop is supposed to act like you're like selling your old clothes, and some people actually do sell their old clothes, but they sell it for like triple the price than they normally bought it for. Me, I remember I think it was in the beginning of quarantine. I was trying to clean out my closets because I'm going to college. So I was like, let me kind of like take a pictures of clothes I don't want but are still good. So I took some pictures. I didn't want to sell it for like, there was just like one Nike leggings I had. I was like, it's been used. My family, my sister, it was my sister's and it was mine. And then I just didn't want to. I felt bad for like overpricing it. So I literally put it at like $2 and then free shipping. Some of them bought it. I still haven't shipped it, so to whoever that person is, because I realized that I have to pay the shipping myself if I put free shipping. So I went back to all my purchases and they put like $5 shipping, left the item at like $3, $4, and now no one bought. And I'm just like, it's just the whole idea of Depop is capitalism, but the same people who are shopping or like sellers on Depop are the bitches who say I hate capitalism but go do capitalism. I just learned what capitalism is, and I've been using that word for like the past like 2 months. So it's just very funny of how like the whole Depop selling works, because I'm like, you're gonna go sell it, you're gonna go buy for $2, then go sell it for $40. I'm just like, people want that. Like when I was also going thrifting, that's the only way I got my clothes. I would look for clothes like that. So like, because people don't want to look poor back in like 2010, 2015, because ew, oh my god, you're poor, and now everyone wants to be poor. But that's a different conversation. It's just interesting how everyone wants to look poor now. No one wants to be rich, because we're all hating the rich people. So now I don't want to be one of the people everyone's hating on. So I'm gonna go to the thrift store, look poor, and I'm just like, child. The whole concept is just very freaking interesting. And Depop sellers are thieves. I say Depop sellers are thieves. The biggest thieves. So I'm like, it doesn't make sense. So if you can afford not to thrift, please don't fucking thrift, because it's not for you. It wasn't made for you. It was made for people and also the problems are like, if everyone is thrifting, the whole teenage population is thrifting now. Now the people of low income are not gonna be able to thrift, because like, America is the world, not just America. It's a capitalistic society. So like, if everyone's thrifting, the stores will start hiring their prices, and which means you'll get it's not gonna be like, what do you call it? It's not gonna be if everyone starts to thrift, it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be a reachable price because they're gonna hire it so like the rich girls can buy it instead of the people who actually need it. So that's so I'm just like they're gonna hire the prices, and all these other fast fashion will go out of business. But like now where are you guys getting clothes from? Because now, or you guys just wear the clothes, 3 months later give it back to the thrift store, and then it's just gonna be a cycle of just everyone wearing each other's clothes. I think that'll be very interesting. But like, I don't know, it's just the whole concept is very weird to me. And also, living an eco-friendly lifestyle is very expensive. And telling people to shop that way shows the privilege that you have and the privilege that you hold. And understand your privilege, and not everyone has the privilege. Because not everyone can shop an eco lifestyle. And I've preached this so many times. But like, not everyone can shop an eco lifestyle. Can have an eco-friendly lifestyle, because it costs money. And the society we live in, everything is about money. And we just can't ignore that big factor. And I think when it comes to all the Insta girls, they kind of forget about that factor, that like money is a factor. And not if money wasn't a factor, then definitely fast fashion wouldn't even be a thing. It would be so easy if money wasn't a thing, but like it is, and we have to understand that like you have the privilege to choose not to thrift, so don't thrift, and you have the privilege and the money to live an eco-friendly lifestyle. So do it, but don't shame others for not doing it. Don't create a whole Instagram page of you living eco-friendly, because that makes others feel bad. That makes people like use like the little paycheck that they have to spend on $150 shirts and use that every time until they build a closet. Because I searched up the fast fashion hashtag on Instagram, and the amount of like posts of people saying stop shopping fast fashion, stop shopping fast fashion, stop shopping fast fashion. But I'm just like, it's not that easy. If it was that easy, we would, but it's not, because it's not because that's the privilege you hold, and not everyone has that privilege. And this is another discussion, but everyone has privilege, a certain level of privilege, and you just have to understand your privilege. Your privilege as you as an individual, because that is a privilege. You being here today is a privilege. You being able to listen to this podcast is a privilege, and you have to understand that not everyone has that. And stop shaming people. Like there's multiple Instagram pages of girls just saying, I thrift my clothes, I'm living an eco lifestyle, and you're not, ha ha ha, so you better thrift it, or else I'm gonna continue to make you feel bad. But like, and then there's certain girlies who are also like, but if you can, but I'm just like, if you constantly keep posting things about fast fashion, people will try to spend the little money they make from their paycheck, from their fast food job, to so you don't think less of them, because you constantly post shit like this, so people, so you're thinking less of them. And it's just really crazy on how that works, and it's really annoying. Just search up the hashtag fast fashion, and it's really annoying because it's just a bunch of girls just saying, oh my god, stop shopping at Forever 21, stop shopping at H&M, like they're fast fashion. But I'm just like, where else am I supposed to get my clothes from? Where am I supposed to, like, I like sometimes like these fast fashions are low-key even cheaper than the thrift stores, because of how y'all are all going to the thrift store, so these stores are going to keep hiring at this point. So just stop shopping at thrift stores if you don't need to. Thank you very much. And if you used to shop at thrift stores but you don't now, but now you want to do it now because everyone is doing it, don't, because now you're rich enough not to do it. But also, like, if you're like a middle class, go ahead. And it's just, I'm like, don't quote me on that middle class, because sometimes people be mistaking middle class with like upper middle class, and like upper middle class ain't poor, so don't do it. So just understand the privilege that you hold and understand that not everyone has that privilege that you have. Okay, so I want to talk about living an eco-friendly lifestyle is very expensive, and telling people to shop that way is very showing off the privilege you have, and everyone has different privileges. Not everyone has the same privilege you have in life, but you have to understand. So you have to understand that not everyone is you, and not everyone has what you have, and other people have something that you want, but not what they want. So yeah, I thought that's really weird of explaining it, but like not everyone has what you have, so you have to understand the privileges you have and how to accommodate others who don't, and not pushing the whole lifestyle against with having such a huge platform, or just like a platform in general. I'm telling people to constantly shop at fast fashion. It's horrible and it's bad, because that's just like it's like making people feel bad. And a lot of these girlies are not acknowledging the privilege that they hold. And I'm just saying, like, you have to acknowledge the privilege that you hold, and allow other people to allow other people to have that, to know, you have to know that not everyone has that privilege. Because just don't be a dick. Is that so hard to act? Like, so that's basically what I'm just saying. Like, just be aware not everyone has what you have, and don't push your lifestyle on people. Everyone has a different way of living, and allow them to live that way. You want to live an eco lifestyle, please do so. The environment is getting fucked up, so it's just don't push your narrative onto everyone, and just understand the privilege that you hold. Okay, so I'm gonna end this podcast here, and I want to continue this discussion. So if you have any thoughts about this episode, you can go over to my Instagram at Professionalrambler, or email me at professionalramblerpodcast@gmail.com. I would like to really continue this discussion, and just if I said anything wrong, or if you want to add anything, let me know. I would like to be consulted. Thank you very much, and I love you guys very much. Bye. See you guys in my next episode.